Yo, what's up, fellas? Welcome to the Gin Juice podcast. Today we're gonna be talking about social media and the fucking scourge that it is on bagging and talking to women and the drawbacks that it brings.
And ultimately, how that shit turns you into a beta male, or at least a lot of the motherfuckers you see out here in today's society, where it's like, hey, I just broke up with my girlfriend. The first thing I'm gonna do is run on Tinder and swipe my thumb till that shit falls off.
Yo, I know this is gonna fucking hit some of y'all deep because a lot of people
probably swiping right now, motherfucker.
Facts, man. We see you. We see you on fucking.
I see you. Put your fucking phone away, man. Unless you're listening.
Just liking a whole bunch of bitches' pics on Instagram, sliding up in the DMs and up in the comments. That's what bagging has turned into, sliding up in DMs. I can't believe that's a fucking thing.
Look, man, DMs are cool if you actually have a popping Instagram, but most of the time, if you're not that person going online, look, ain't nothing wrong with bagging bitches online. There's nothing wrong with dating women online, but
I've had my share of little booty calls from online. I've gotten my share of
for
girls.
sure, it's just that it's a supplemental thing. It's like,
Facts.
you know, it's that side thing. Like, hey, I'm at home in my underwear. Let me put a little work in, and then go on back to my real, actual dating life in the real world.
Yeah, you might want to pay attention to this one.
Also, we have a special guest.
Hello, everybody.
The usual deadly cat sticking up for Team Team Women.
Stop it.
Why do I have a feeling that she's not gonna defend Instagram thoughts at all? But
Do I ever defend anybody?
Do you have an Instagram?
Of course, I have an Instagram.
yeah, everybody
I
pretty
don't
much has
post
an
though,
Instagram.
but
I have an Instagram
It's a
that I
troll
never
profile?
use.
it's a troll profile. It's not. It's I just watch.
She has an
I'm a
Instagram to
watcher.
argue with random people.
You're
And
one-
yeah, I'm
be
a lurker.
Yeah, you lurk.
I lurk and I argue with people online.
Yeah, I have an
Wait a
Instagram
second.
too, but like I deadass just use Instagram to look at big booty pics. That's like as the extent that my Instagramming goes. Like you never see me post
So
on
it's
that
like
shit.
what you're calling is like a modern day Playboy. You just use it
Yeah, man, that's what I hope all y'all niggas is using it out there for, man. I hope y'all not really just using it to bag exclusively.
exclusively. That's my big problem.
That shit is the worst.
I'm not saying, look, online dating, I'm not gonna lie, it has gotten harder. It has gotten
Yeah.
harder because I've been in the game. We've been in the game for a long time. I remember back in the day, like it was a shift that happened with the internet. If you think about it, the internet, it used to be this new mysterious thing. It used to get this feeling like you post on the internet, it's like a mysterious type of thing. It's something that now it's just the opposite. The internet, the culture of the internet has gone from being a mysterious thing to be like, look at me. It went from like anonymous to like
fucking
To
attention
the whole
whoring,
world.
attention seeking,
Look
and
at me.
a lot of posturing, man. That's the biggest shit that I hate about the whole social media age and just bagging off social media and what it has become is that it's all posturing. Like nobody puts their real personality on fucking
all
social
for
media.
show.
take off that makeup, bitch.
It's all show.
Oh, yo, man, it's not even only the bitches, it's everybody,
See the real
man.
face.
Everybody got a mask.
Yeah, like I bet there's people that like hesitate to post something because they're worried about
Yeah.
like how are people gonna react to this post? Like, are enough people gonna like
Yo,
this
I
post,
know
or
people
enough people
who
gonna?
would like literally edit what they would say, and it would take them 10 minutes to be like, okay, how does this sound? How, should I say like this? Should I do it like that? And they would go through a whole editing
Like,
process
which way
before they would actually post.
can I
Just
say-
a comment and just comment. So Lord knows how long they take for actual photo and shit like that, through filters and all that shit.
I be seeing y'all bitches out there, man, at the parties, outside. Y'all be going through like 100 different pics of the same pose. Bitches be taking nah, I don't like that one. Nah, I don't like that one. And it's like the same picture. Like they take the same picture over and over and over again until they get it perfect before they post it. And it's like, yo, you not low. How you got the perfect pose, the perfect angle to stick your ass out?
Bitch, let me see them rough drafts. Let me see the real you.
Yeah, let me see that camera roll, bitch.
I don't be honest. I don't know what I want to
Sure.
talk more shit about. The bitches on Instagram, all the simp motherfuckers in their comments. Because at the end of the day,
Oh my
as
god!
much as they're cunts,
No, the comments are the worst.
It's
Enablers.
a double-edged sword. I
It's
feel like
the
they're both
fucking
bad, man. I feel
worst.
like they both.
Cause they will kiss ass for the most stupidest shit. Like they
Yeah.
were like,
The
"Oh,
dumbest
I
shit.
can't, I can't."
Yo,
Like
Some bitch could post a picture
stupid
of
as
a drawing.
shit.
Like, look, I worked in this drawing all night last night. It could
Fucking
be like
stick figure.
a stick figure. Motherfuckers would be like, wow, you're so deep. I didn't know you were more deep.
you're
like,
so talented. You're so
Dude,
creative.
oh
Oh
my
my god. Are you
That's
should
like
go to
literally
FIT.
for
You should go to
everything.
fucking.
Everything. They will.
Do you go to art
fucking-
school? It's like, nah.
Oh,
it's a stick figure.
Lord.
But yeah, I feel like they both intensify each other. The fucking attention that these simp ass niggas give to these girls, to these Instagram thoughts, just promotes the Instagram thoughts. Like, it just encourages them.
Yeah.
And these Instagram thoughts, like posting mad thong pics and booty clapping shit.
Bunch of yes man.
Yeah, it fucking encourages the fucking simp niggas in the comments. They both amp each other up.
Cyclical
And there'll be
fucking
guys
cycle.
white knighting too.
Oh my god,
And
yo,
they start getting at each other.
man,
Like, yo, nigga, you
I can't
thirsty.
even. Yo,
Stuff
man.
like it's just a whole bunch of shit that's just like they'll just start arguing.
So like Jin in particular, but Jin and I, especially my boy Jin, we have this like method of bagging chicks on the comment section of just basically the exact opposite of what you think you have to do when you bag a chick in the comment section. So what you do is you basically troll as much as possible, but it's not even just a clear troll of, oh, you don't even care. Getting this chick so riled up and angry at you that the hate turns into love eventually. It's like, I've seen this motherfucker go from having this chick hate his fucking guts to this chick ended up wanting to meet up with this dude. She was like, oh, let's meet up though. Like, oh, so nah, let's talk about it. Like, let's meet up. And I was like, wow, I was fucking amazed. I couldn't believe it. Like, yo, just 5 minutes ago, this girl wanted to fucking choke you out.
And I called it. Matter of fact, Kat, you were there, weren't you?
Mm-hmm.
I was like literally, okay, for the story. Basically, there was this chick. She was on Facebook. She was a cute chick. She posted a status basically talking about, I don't really remember, but it was very pretentious. It was something about like, if you're not doing this, if you're not about some shit business, then you're wasting your time. But the way it came off, it just came off very like she was a poser. And I looked through her fucking profile and shit.
Uppity ass bitch.
Yeah, I looked through her profile and she's like got a picture of her and like the Waldorf, which is, you know, like a famous hotel. Like, oh my God, I'm in the Waldorf. Look at this building and blah, 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 blah. And just something about the status was just something talking shit about poor people or some shit.
Yeah,
It just
some
irritated me.
condescending ass.
Jesus.
Yeah, especially because I could tell she wasn't even a rich bitch. Maybe if you was actually a rich bitch, then I would just ignore the shit. But it's the fact that you not even a rich bitch. And I found out basically that she was a trust fund kid. She was just basically the kid
Mom
of a
was
restaurant.
hustler.
Yeah.
Her
Her
mom was the
restaurant.
hustler, and she
Yup.
was the
Her mom owned the restaurant and she was working in the
Instructor.
restaurant. And then she was making statuses talking shit about how people need to get their shit together. And meanwhile, you just a fucking trust fund kid living off your fucking parents' business, talking shit. Anyways, let's put it like this. I go on the status and I start talking shit. I just basically say, I wish I could show the screen caps through the fucking podcast because I can't really remember the shit paraphrased. But I was basically getting at her, but I wasn't. Here's a key thing though. You can't troll in a way where it's like, I'm a troll. Like that's what a lot of
Yeah.
motherfuckers do. Like say if you
Exactly.
watch prank videos. A lot of times I watch prank videos. Not really anymore. But if you ever seen those videos in the past where people go onto the street and dudes be acting like retards, a lot of times they act so goofy, it sparks the chick's interest. But then when you look at the dude, they blow the situation when they can actually get serious. They can actually stop for a second and stop trolling for the video. But most of the time, those dudes are scared, so they just keep playing it off like they're trolling. Most dudes online, when they troll like fucking like retards, like a moron.
Right.
Like you're trolling. Like you have to at some point add some sexuality. So I would say shit, but then I would throw in little things like I would just mention that I'm sexy or whatever the case. So she at some point called me out because I hit the bitch up. Originally, I had copy pasted some opener, and she had posted it like, "Oh, he's just mad that I rejected him." And then I posted a screenshot of all the other bitches I copy pasted that same thing to. And in that
did
moment,
not believe
You feeling
it,
special,
yo.
bitch?
She, did
She actually-
not
she didn't believe
fucking
it.
believe it. She thought he photoshopped it at that
She
moment.
actually
that he
accused
came
me.
up with it at that point, and it was
Yep.
It's like impossible. He did not just copy and paste.
Cause it took her special snowflake feeling of, oh, this nigga's on my dick and he's trying to troll me. Like
Yeah.
that's what bitches do when you when they get that negative, you know, that negative feedback, the type of feedback
Just
that
knocks
they
them off
don't
the
get from
pedestal.
these simps is like they don't know how to react to it, and it's like, oh, there's something, this guy must want me and then I don't want him. That's what it is.
Here's the best part. The best part was I got attacked by a fucking army of white knights.
Of course, obligatory.
Army of Facebook white knights. I mean, these dudes were they were just making the typical corny Asian jokes, and I started posting all these dudes post pictures because that's the thing about me. I'm petty as fuck. A lot of people think if a whole crowd of people talk shit to me, I will sit there and respond to every single one of them. I'll flame you. I'll go on your profile. Don't think you're gonna go and say some ching chong shit and that shit's gonna slide. It's not gonna happen.
Think shit is sweet.
I started flaming everybody in such a way where I had such conviction. By the end of the conversation, she was actually, well, before she even did this, I turned over the cat and I was like, yo, I think this is turning around. I actually think I could bag this chick. And then next thing you know, this chick is basically it got to a heated point where I was like, listen, I'm gonna go to your restaurant. I'm gonna bring the baddest bitch. I'm gonna bring all my niggas, and then we're gonna sit down and we're gonna have some food. And if you spit in my shit, I'm gonna get my bitch to beat your ass in front of your mom and everybody in your restaurant. I know it sounds crazy, but when it's in the context, because we were talking shit the whole time, it was done in a way where it was like, yeah, that's cute, but I'm gonna put you in your place. By the end of it, she was like, okay, I dare you. Like, I dare you to fucking meet up with me. I dare you to fucking, like, let's meet up. Once she said that shit, every single white night in that status.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go, fellas. Let's pour
Kat,
it on.
what did they say, Kat?
Don't meet up with him. Don't give him the satisfaction.
Yep. Did you hearing it? I couldn't make this shit up. I could not make.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, there was one dude who left the status, wasn't even posting for a while. He wasn't even attacking me.
My nigga came back.
He came back to be like, don't even give him the satisfaction. That shit killed me.
Don't even give him the satisfaction. You hear this, motherfucker? You over here trying to work magic.
Here's the thing. I'm not saying trolling is going to be a legitimate technique for getting chicks online, because it didn't start like I wasn't there. I used to just talk shit because when shit just gets under my skin, I don't give a fuck. I'm just going to call it out, especially when it comes to goofy bitches. And a lot of times you just end up flipping it around, especially when you know how to low-key kind of be sexual and kind of make her validate yourself while still kind of clowning and looking like you don't give a fuck. It's hard to really describe. You almost have to just see it. It's a yin and yang thing, man. It all comes down to the yin and yang. When you could say something mean, but then touch her up with something nice.
Yeah. Balance, because niggas don't know how to transition, yo. You gotta. It's not just trolling. That's why I hate it. I hate the fact that I used that word, because I didn't really have another way to describe it.
Yeah, because it's
not the right word. It's not trolling exactly. Like, because a lot of these lame niggas troll online. That's what these niggas do all day, man. That's their 9-to-5 job, trolling.
Exactly.
It's a different thing. It's just like not feeding the simp energy to these chicks that just. They fucking swallow that shit up whole. Like, they love all this positive reinforcement of their thought ways and their fuckery and their fucking... It's like when a chick posts a pic just like sticking her butt out or on top of the fucking sink. We know those notorious sink pics where girls sit on the sink and turn around and fucking take a selfie with their against the mirror. And within minutes, these bitches have 500 likes and 100 comments. Yo, ma, you look amazing. Oh, wow. Can I hit you up in your inbox? Like, blah, blah, blah. Like, oh, whoa, you're beautiful. You're blessed. You got to have some type of contrast to that. And, like, when you have a dude like Jin in the comment section, like, contrasting that, it just sticks out so much. You think she replied to all these 100 niggas that was sucking her dick? No. She replied to this nigga. Why? Because it was different from what she was getting from all these simps. It was like a different vibe.
Yeah, I was calling her out while at the same time not seeming emotionally angry. That's the problem with trolls. Is like you trolling, but you don't know when you just fucking being stupid. You just even in person, this shit can make a lot of dudes when they get good or when they start learning how to start talking to chicks. You know, they step their game up a bit. What they do is they protect their ego. We just be cracking jokes. You're teasing her, and really it's just to protect your ego because you're being too pussy to either make a move or you're just very defensive and you don't want to take a risk or get rejected, so you're maintaining that frame. Oh yeah, I'm just fucking self-amusing and talking shit all the fucking day with no goal, no sense of turning the shit off at any point getting serious.
Yeah, man, it's like niggas gotta work on their transition. Like my man said, throw in little jabs that she wants you, a little, just to amp her up, man. Because I feel I've mentioned it before on like other podcasts and other shit, how love and hate is two sides of the same coin. It's the same thing. It's like,
yeah,
you get this chick to fucking get so riled up and so emotional that you can flip it on its head and make her. It's like almost arousal, an attraction.
Yeah, man, but that's kind of an outlier though. Like, it's not something that I would. It's not like I'm there, like, okay, I'm gonna go around to every bitch's status and insult her and have this fucking like technique to insult bag bitches. This was just something I did in my spare time.
A fucking alternative to sucking up on the status though, like sucking up on a picture, sucking up on.
Call these Instagram bitches out. If it's some dumb shit, call it out, just for fun. Who cares? If you're gonna comment, at least make the shit count.
So basically, we went on this whole rant for the last 10 minutes just to say, don't be a fucking yes man. That's basically the gist of it. Don't be a fucking yes man.
But what I wanted to get into was the fact that early I spoke about how early on in the internet it was a little easier to talk to people, or to like, let me put it like this. Back in the day, you could get away with having a normal looking profile. Like, you could have some regular ass pictures, or like your camera didn't need to be a DSLR. You didn't need to be with a bunch of people smiling. That is not the case anymore. I gotta be honest. Like, I noticed it because I was trying to back since the beginning of the internet age. So I went from fucking MySpace and AIM and MSN Messenger or whatever the fuck.
Putting bitches in your top 8.
Yeah, Facebook to suddenly now Instagram. Now it's Instagram, noticeable. Snapchat. Yeah, no, over the years.
It is true. Nah.
Hell yeah. I remember early on, I used to just be able to copy paste some openers, and I would get some responses, and then over the years,
that's not happening.
It just started like that shit just started working less as more and more it just became mainstream. Bro. Yep. It started to become very apparent that like your profile, the image that your profile gives off, now it means everything. Because in the early internet days, everyone had a shitty profile.
Yeah.
That's why. Like, chicks are hypergamous. They fucking status whores. So it's like, if everyone had a shitty profile early on the internet, you could
still filling it out.
Yeah, all you needed was to be witty verbally. You could just but now it's like you say something charming, but your profile looks average. It ain't gonna fuck it. It's just
you ain't charming your way into some Instagram pussy, man. It's not gonna happen. Plus, it's like you got to think of the reason why. You know why that is too. It's not only just like the posturing of your pictures and how high quality your pictures are, and if you got a fucking nice car in your pic, or you got nice clothes on in your pic, nice pose going on. But it's just like, it's hard to get charm across if a bitch just reading your shit. You know how many times I've said some slick, kind of like half charming shit, half witty shit, like jokingly to a chick, and she just didn't get it, or she'll just take it the wrong way, and she'll take it as me being an asshole, and just you know how many times I've been blocked, nigga? I've been blocked like by like 1,000 bitches, man. Cause it's just like if somebody reading your shit it comes across different than if you're just speaking to somebody in person. It's just you could read tones, you could read facial expressions, you could do all this other shit that you can't do online. She can't tell your tone, she can't tell your facial expressions. She just reads the message, and if it hits, it hits, and if it don't, it don't. Then she's gonna go look at your pictures, and that's where that shit comes in.
Yeah, man, hell yeah, fucking. I remember, like, I just remember how I wasn't that fucking crazy. Now it's like it is noticeable, because you could be decent looking, but it's true. Like, if your profile image does not give off this image of I'm a social fun guy smiling, or it ain't HD as fuck, it's true. You're gonna have a little bit of trouble, but.
No, yo, I feel like a lot of these social media platforms been out for too long. Like, IG been out for too long, Facebook been out for too long. So it's like these girls have amassed this huge following of white knights and thirsty niggas. So you know how hard it is to like stand out in the sea of thirst. Do you know how hard
That is
you know how many
true.
messages these chicks get, how many direct messages these chicks get, how many comments these girls get? What are the odds that she's actually gonna go through all of them and read your shit? Usually, like, let's just say genuinely, she probably, let's say she would have genuinely responded positively to your charming message, and she likes your pictures and she thinks you look good. If she got 500 fucking messages, what are the odds that she's gonna read through all those 500 messages and see your shit and go check out your profile? Think about it. It's just like, it's a bad numbers game too. It's like, that's another bad aspect to it. It's like a bad numbers game.
It's like, what's gonna make you stand out of all those people?
Another huge problem with the whole social media age is just making dudes fucking lazy as shit. You lazy as shit. You sit at home, you swiping your thumbs. Then between swiping your thumbs, you're beating off some Pornhub. Then between that, it's like, it's so fucking easy. It's like, hey, I bust my nuts, I swipe my thumb. I bust my nuts, I swipe my thumb, and then I cry myself to sleep at night. You're gonna live that fucking lifestyle till you're fucking 40, and now you're 40 swiping your fucking thumb? Is that gonna be you, bro? Because I hope to dear God it's not gonna be.
Brother Jin, preach.
Man, I was just thinking about the fact that, like, I was hanging out, right, the other day, and I hear these random two dudes having a conversation at a bar, and it's just these younger dudes. They're like in their 20s and shit. And one dude's like, yeah, man, he's basically talking about drama with his bitch, and I think it's long distance, and he's basically saying that they're gonna break up. And he's like, yeah, man, it's time to hit that Tinder or some shit. I think it's a Tinder or Bumble or some shit.
I threw up in my mouth a little.
Yeah, and in that moment, it kind of, because sometimes I'm out of touch because I be fucking so many bitches that it's like I'm not around too many people in certain social circles. But when I heard that, it kind of hit me in that moment, like, oh, this is how it really is now. Like, the first option, there's no, like, back in the day, the internet used to be like not even the second, it was like the third or fourth option. Like, I'm gonna try
my reality.
yeah, bro. Like, now it's become like the first option, and it's ludicrous.
That shit is fucking crazy. How is that your first reaction to, like, breaking up with your chick? That's the first thing you think about doing, going online to bag? That's your first technique, your first method to getting a new chick, going online? Why? When you could just go outside, my nigga. There's like a billion bitches outside, man.
No,
yo, that shit is crazy,
and you
man.
actually get like, when you see someone in person, you actually get the vibe of who they are, instead of, like, you can't read vibes or energy from
Plus, how
the
you know this
internet.
bitch
How do
ain't
you
shit?
know? Yeah,
How you
and
know this
pictures
bitch
be
ain't
lying to you
trash?
too. Like,
Yo.
fuck out of here, man.
Oh,
I'll see. Yo, chicks are
doing
great
this,
with
guys.
angles.
Yo, I've had some horror stories. Have you?
Catfish stories?
I wouldn't say
Lunch.
catfish,
Or
but
just
like,
the bitch ended up being a piece of shit and you bagged her online? Or what you mean?
Yeah,
like-
that too. Oh my god.
I knew a chick.
People.
Well, this was a little different actually. I knew a chick. I met her in person. We kissed or whatever, but we actually didn't chill after that for like months. I think a year or two later, like, we spoke again, and we met up. Guess what? This bitch got fat as fuck.
Oh my god.
She got fat as fuck, and the shit was that her face still looked like she was kind of the same.
Skinny.
It's like,
Yeah.
That's
what happened to this
Yeah.
girl?
I was like,
Skinny
what?
face. Yeah.
I'm seeing the pictures. I'm like, she looking the same as shit. She showed up. It was actually dramatic. I couldn't believe, because she didn't look like she even had the body to put on weight like that. So that was interesting, to say the least.
Some people will have great online personalities, and then you meet them in person, and
Oh,
then they're ass.
shit.
God, yo.
It's
Kat,
like
you
pulling
just-
teeth to get them to
That
even
shit is so fucking
hold
just
an
touched on a
interesting
good one.
conversation.
The amount of times that shit has happened to me where a chick is mad, she makes mad funny witty jokes
Hell
online
yeah.
or through text or whatever, and then I meet up with her and she's mad quiet. She sits on the corner by herself and she doesn't say anything. I have to run the conversation. I basically got a fucking forced conversation out of
Carrying
this
the fucking, you carrying this bitch. You carrying both of you. I hate fucking carrying all the time.
God.
Especially if I'm not expecting it. Like, you're not, like, you talking all this shit. You're super charming, making super witty jokes, every little analytical, sarcastic thing you could say. And then I meet up with you in person, and you like, You got the personality of a fucking frog.
Dead ass. Or the chick would fucking write paragraphs to you through text. And it's like, you meet up with her, she don't say nothing. It's like, what happened to all that? Like, you're not thinking the same things, like, in your head, your brain.
Oh, man. Yo, those
fuck?
are the type of bitches where as soon as something serious happens, they wait till they get home to type you a whole essay. Yeah, and let's talk. I just feel that blah, 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 blah. Bitch, we was just hanging out for like 7 hours.
I was just with you not even an hour ago. What the fuck? That shit is crazy. Yo, my God, man. That's a good point.
Bitch, kill yourself.
But yeah, it's making dudes super fucking lazy in the form of just like, if a chick doesn't respond, well, fuck that bitch. She didn't respond. Let me hit up the next bitch.
Yeah, and also, here's another thing motherfuckers start doing. They start reflecting online to real life, when real life is totally different. For example, you might hear some minority dudes or dudes of different races other than white be like, yo, like online, the statistics say that these swipe rates are lower for these type of people or these type of people. And it's like, well, here's the thing, man. Why are you panicking? That shit shouldn't even be the main source of where you get bitches. You should not be relying solely. And you just, they take that stat and they kind of reflect it to the, like, oh, look, online it's a fucking desert, so therefore in real life it has to be a desert. When in reality, bitches are they run so much on emotion and energy. It's not even close. Like, if you're just a picture, you're just a picture. You have so many tools that you cannot use. Yeah, how could it possibly be the same?
I gotta fucking post pics, fucking skydiving and shit. Post pics fucking in front of Abu Dhabi in Dubai or some shit in order to get this bitch to fucking
me on a random Saturday night, you know, in my hot air balloon.
Yeah, man.
What the fuck?
All this extra shit you gotta do, man. Fuck all that. If you go up to a chick in person and you just got a good vibe and you got good energy.
But it's you know what? Even though this episode is about how social media age is making people into a beta male, if we could give some quick tips on how to improve people's online dating, what would you say?
Don't ask me, man. I don't fucking use that shit.
Well, okay. Those are your tips, people.
Yeah.
I don't.
Man, I'm the wrong person to ask because all of my, because the reasons I just said, like all of my whole shtick of me bagging is, it's like a lot of charm and wit and shit. So it's hard to transition that to a fucking online game. But if I would say like to give some tips to dudes online, it's like, yo, you better get a fucking hot air balloon, nigga. You better fucking you better skydive, nigga. You better fucking do some shit, man. Take some good ass pics, some high quality pics. Get a nice ass outfit. Get a nice haircut. Cause this is hard out here for a pimp, man.
It's hard out here for a pimp getting money. Oh man, damn. Nah, I hate to say it, but that's probably advice number one. I honestly think is to get your profile looking pretty good.
Get your profile game up.
I remember back in the day, your description used to matter. Now that shit don't even matter.
Man, I don't even write bios anymore, nigga. I don't write no bios. I just put my age, where I'm from, end, my nigga.
Man, get a nice little simple description.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, the presentation.
You just don't got the attention span to read your fucking bio. Come on now.
Listen, if you can't post a bunch of pictures doing a bunch of the best thing is like being social with people, smiling and shit like that, because that'll let her know like this dude's not gonna murder me. But that, and if you can't do that, then I think it's better to have a few really good pictures than to have like some really good and then randomly you just got a bathroom mirror selfie or some shit thrown in there. Like, nah, don't do that.
One of the things I would say, even though it's like, damn, kind of hit or miss nowadays because of like how culture is right now, it's like I would try to get the bitch on the phone as soon as possible, or try to FaceTime, or try to fucking video chat. Sometime Skype the bitch.
I agree.
Something like try to get her in the phone as soon as possible. Get her off texting back and forth. Get her off online game, or like just messages online, DMs and shit like that. Try to have some type of shit to put your voice across, put your tone across. Maybe your wit will come across a little better on the phone. Just man, shit, you could sexualize the conversation easier on the phone.
Yo, man, that was my rule. That was like always my rule. Like back in the day, I would not meet up with the girl unless we spoke on the phone. The only time that's ever happened is when I was like, okay, so you gotta come here then. Like the only time where I met up with a girl where I did not speak to her on the phone is when she came to my neighborhood. I'll be like, hey, come over or whatever the case, and then you could text me when you're here because I'm not about to make the commitment to get pretty and get all nice and good looking just to show up and hope that this bitch that I don't even know what the fuck you sound like, this is not gonna happen. I didn't feel comfortable enough until I felt that rapport. Most of the time though, if I did get a chick on the phone, like it was a wrap.
So you secretly hoping it's not a dude and you're not about to get robbed. So I'm about to get lined, yo. This nigga, I'm gonna show up. It's gonna be 4 niggas in the alley trying to rob me.
How you know this motherfucker been in the hood too long?
It's just my hood sensibilities, man. We always gotta watch out for the plots.
He could have thought of a lot of things. He could have been like, hey, she could be a man, she could be ugly, she could be fat. He's like, hey, I don't want to get robbed by 4 niggas waiting.
First thing I thought of, not getting robbed.
First thing. Hey man, kept you alive this long.
But yeah, what would you say is the reason, or like, what would you say, why, like, how does social media make dudes into betas? Like,
yo, one huge thing that stands out to me is how you're conditioning yourself. That you don't really think about it, but if you think about it, when you go on social media, when you scroll down your Instagram feed, it's like a dopamine rush. Whether you're looking at booties or you're looking at inspirational quotes, well, in a sense, it's like dopamine in your pocket. But in a way, you're programming yourself to be a fucking consumer. You're programming yourself to spectate. Because it's like the same way you look at a cheeseburger and you get hungry. It's like if you look at some bad bitch and you beat off, you get the validation just from that. Or you get the dopamine just from that. Or you see someone else living successful. Like, just like people back in the day used to watch MTV Cribs. Why? Because they're watching it like imagining themselves in it, and you kind of feel those emotions. Right. Like, I feel good, like if that was my house. And then you go back to your miserable life of not that.
Got a whole bunch of motherfuckers out here living vicariously through fucking other people's shit.
Exactly. It's like you're building the habit of being a spectator instead of the player. It's not
no bueno,
man.
No bueno, man. Yeah, man, you summed it up perfectly. I can't even say it any better than that.
Hell yeah, dude. This shit kills me, man. Just for fun, what's some shit about Instagram bitches y'all hate?
Oh, man. Yo, you got another 30 minutes?
Oh, my God.
The number one thing that I hate about Instagram thoughts and Instagram bitches is the complete entitlement. Is that they don't really have a talent that they earn. Like, they don't have a talent that they fucking work towards. Like, unless the bitch is some fitness model and she really works hard to get her body right, and she don't use surgery, she don't get ass shots, she don't do none of that. And unless she worked for her body or worked for it, like most of these girls, they be getting ass shots and lipo and all this shit. And
they lazy bitches.
Yeah, and then it's like,
hit the squats, fat bitch.
Or like they'll just like rely on their looks, their natural looks that they were born with, and that they didn't have to work for. And like they expect so much, and they feel so entitled to guys' money, to guys' time, to guys' attention, to everything.
Too much importance.
Exactly. And then it's like, what the fuck did you earn to feel this way? You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck did you do?
They sucked a whole lot of rich dick, a whole lot of old rich dick. That's why. Hey, next time you have some Instagram bitch model page, whatever the fuck, and she's in some nice ass vacation spot, I want you to ask yourself, is she alone in the picture? Because if she's alone in the picture, because if you notice, they're always alone in the picture. They never have friends. They never have family. Why? Because they out there selling that pussy. They selling that pussy, man. That's what the fuck.
What you don't see is the old bald nigga behind the camera taking
holding
the picture.
The fucking camera, man.
Yeah, man. He's the one taking the fucking picture, man.
This bitch be there like, look at me in the resort by myself. Or like,
highlight things.
You by yourself, bitch? Who you think you fooling?
Like, take me back to fucking Dubai, even though I don't have a fucking job, but somehow I ended up in Dubai.
That's what the Instagram thoughts do. And for the regular, average, basic bitches, they basically just show off all their weekend warrior highlights. Oh, look, guys, we went to the bar this weekend.
We had a whole bunch of bottles of Henny that I did not pay for.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, just the entitlement. That's the number one thing I hate about Instagram.
Issue is that if you think about a woman's reality, so much women put emphasis on dating. Like, you go on any social media site, you see non-stop relationship statuses.
Yo,
but when it comes to actual dating,
irks
relationships, hell yeah. When it comes to dating, relationships, and even everything when it comes to dating. We do everything. We got to initiate, approach, have the sex, be good at sex, last long during sex, keep things exciting. It's like women contribute so little compared to how much they put emphasis on relationships and all this type of shit. But here's what I really wanted to get to. Chicks, since they put so much into that, if they have nothing else in their life other than their identity as this sexual symbol, it's like a double whammy. You know what I mean? It's like taking a kid, making it spoiled, and then giving him a gun or some shit. It's like she has nothing to counterbalance the fact that I'm a girl and I look pretty. Like, there has to be something to counterbalance I'm a girl and look pretty. Every girl you meet where it's like that's her sole identity.
Yep.
It's like she's never gonna she's never gonna have enough validation. She's never gonna have enough dicks in her vagina.
Toxic,
She's
toxic.
just always gonna need more and more because that's her sole identity. That's what she lives for.
And these white knight niggas are the one putting the gun in her hand. They're giving her mad power. So of course she's just gonna run with it. Where she's, you know how many girls I know, they just be posting their Cash App on social media, their Cash App fucking screen name, and niggas just be donating money to these bitches. They never met them.
Too.
They haven't smashed this chick. They haven't even talked to this chick. They never hit this chick up, and somehow they donating money to this chick because she's bad. What the fuck is that? You kidding me?
Wild.
That's next level simpness.
Bitch, you better put some peanut butter in your armpits on webcam or some shit. You do some crazy shit to earn that money.
Damn, man. Fucking Cash App, man.
So, Kat, what do you hate about Instagram, bitches? I'm sure you've been here fuming, just like ready. You're
No,
just
not
ready.
really.
Yeah.
I mean, just like Juice was saying about, there's just too much importance placed on the physicality, and it's. I always think of it like at any moment you could get in an accident, and
Fuck up your whole face.
Your whole face is gone, and then
Yeah.
what's next for you? Like what becomes of you?
Reality.
It's like
That's what's next.
so it's that there's just, oh man, I hate seeing videos, 1,000 videos every fucking day of bitches just their face of every angle just slowly moving their face like this, lip syncing to a song.
Some goofy shit.
I hate posts. There's a couple of chicks that I know that I don't know personally, but that I follow, that they will constantly post about relationships 24 fucking 7, and that's all they fucking talk about is that they're single, that
Come scoop me.
oh my god. And it's like, shut the fuck up.
And they'll even post statuses like, oh, a lot of people ask me, how am I single? How am I single?
Bitch, ain't nobody asking.
Why you single? Maybe
just-
the simp
They
niggas on the
are
statuses
guys
in the comments.
asking.
They're asking
They're
that,
asking.
but what they're really saying is, can I smash?
Yeah, exactly. But it's like, yo, there's a reason you're single. And those chicks, like you're saying, those chicks that always posting about relationships, and Jin's talking about it too, how these
Those
chicks
the
always...
biggest thoughts.
Not only that, but it's like, if you get into a relationship with them, they don't know shit about shit when it comes to relationships, as far as like what it'll take to fucking make a guy happy. They don't know what the fuck it takes to make a guy happy. No girls know how to make a guy happy. They just think about their own happiness.
That's exactly it.
Yo, if you see these girls post about relationships, they're
All
looking
about
for
them.
it's all
someone
about what niggas
to
need
validate
to do for
their
them.
ego.
Yup.
That's what they're looking
It's-
for.
it's
They
what
want
they
someone
want.
to make them feel good.
It's like,
That's-
you
that's-
need a guy who texts me back fast,
Yeah,
who fucking doesn't do this and doesn't do that, and blah blah blah. And it's like the whole premise of what they're talking about relationships is what guys need to do. It's never, oh, this is what I bring to the table. They never talk about what they bring to the table.
Or even when it is, again, it's some shallow pussy dick shit. Oh, I'm gonna have my man, I'm gonna make him breakfast and give him this pussy. It's
Yeah,
like, bitch,
no, that's
nobody
another
give a
thing.
fuck about your
I'm
same
tired
ass
of
pussy.
bitches talking about their pussy. Like, I'm so fucking tired of that. Because it's like, there's a lot of chicks also that they try to differentiate and be like, yeah, I'm not like these other chicks. I don't post this and that. And there's literally all they talk about is their fucking pussy. And it's like, there's so much. It just gets me tired. It's just,
Controversial
Even just
opinion.
basic people, even besides the Instagram models, because Because in a sense, those chicks are trying to
No,
make money.
no,
So
that's
technically,
what I
they could be
mean.
like, hey, I'm just here for business. And I'll be like, hey, you know what, fuck that.
Not
I
just
respect
them,
that.
not
Fair
just
enough,
them.
You on the
fair
grind,
enough.
you on the hustle.
There's a lot of
Exactly.
woke females. They get woke. I don't know. They
They get
pretend to be woke, but then that's all they talk about is their pussy too, vegan pussy and all this shit. And it's like
Vegan pussy.
hashtag vegan pussy. Yes,
Hashtag
yes,
vegan
I've seen
pussy.
that, and that shit irked me because she tries to
Oh
come
my
across as
God.
this woke chick, and then she constantly sexualizes herself, and it's like you're more than just your body and your physicality. Like
their vaginas.
it's,
Yeah.
I don't get it. There's more to you. Like
They talk
Girls'
about how
whole
dudes-
identity
how
revolves
you
around
don't
their pussy,
speak
man.
about anything other.
Yo, man, we were
there's
talking
so
about
much
social
to
media,
talk
and we
about.
went off into this whole thing.
Yeah, there's so much
Yo,
to talk about.
man.
There's
God.
so many issues that are going on in this world.
Imagine
and
if I said
that's all
hashtag
females have to
vegan
offer
dick.
is their pussy.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
People will be like, what you trying to say? You got a weak dick, nigga? Weak ass vegan dick.
Stop. Well, actually,
Well, actually, you know, eating
they
greens
say
can help.
consuming red meat causes you to
Fucking
Get a limp.
ED causes ED.
Yeah, you're real alpha eating them
Did you?
steaks till you can't even lay the pipe down, you stupid
Facts,
motherfucker.
man. Your dick can't even get
So you
hard.
got
You've been
sold a
eating
dream
hamburgers
that
your whole
was-
life.
Really a nightmare.
Yo, controversial opinion, guys, and this is probably like a unpopular opinion, but to me, man, all pussies feel the same, bro. They all feel the same. They all feel the same, man. Bro, come on, son. Tell me you.
So all those bitches arguing about their pussy
Yeah,
being
they're-
extra tight and all this shit.
Thank you. Exactly.
That's
So,
Like
they-
that's all.
I've felt a lot
yo,
of pussies
also,
in my
you know,
day. Y'all
Oh,
all
I
feel the
hate
same.
bitches when they say that shit because it's like, bitch, you can't judge that.
Exactly. How do you know your pussy
That's
good?
true.
Maybe them niggas lied to you.
How do you know your pussy tight or bitch? You don't have a dick. You can't even look inside your vagina. I could look
Yeah.
at every part of my dick.
You know how many times I lied to bitches? Oh man, this pussy's so tight, girl. Like, how many times I lied? Like,
That's like
your
every
pussy ain't
time.
oh man. But yeah, man, all pussies feel
Like,
the same to me.
bitch, your pussy tight for the first like 3 to 5.
Plus, they don't do shit in bed anyway. Girls don't do shit. They don't do shit. Yo, I do all the work, man. I gotta get on top. I gotta do it sideways. I gotta do all this extra shit. Even when they get on top, I be having a fucking pump upwards. Like, yo, what the fuck? Nah, man.
It's
I don't
like-
want to hear no girl saying they pussy good because they don't do the fucking. We do the fucking. So
You know, when chicks do say that, it's because they're like, oh yeah, he comes fast, so that's why my pussy good, cause he always comes fast.
Bitch, cause he thinking about the bitch he really want to fuck.
Oh my god.
yo, oh my god.
He's like, just like that.
Pussy
Get your head
Oh,
away
my
from
pussy
me.
gets mad wet. I ain't gonna lie, wet pussy's pretty good, but you know, like I'm just talking in general here. Most of these girls that be saying they pussy good, it's like, mama, your pussy feel like the same last pussy I had. So
Not just that, but bitches' pussies be stinking. They don't even be knowing this shit.
yo,
It
you know
be
what I hate
blowing my
about
mind.
saying that though? Nah,
Social
nah, nah,
media.
nah, nah. You know what I hate about saying that? You know what I hate about saying
Fuck
that though?
that.
Podcast.
We going into this.
Nah. I hate when niggas mention something like that. Like, let's say you just mention something like that, and then niggas will pop up or girls will pop up. I don't know what girls you fucking, or niggas will be like,
Yeah,
yo,
yeah,
those
yeah.
some nasty bitches you be fucking. It's like, no. Sometimes it be the baddest bitches, like the chick you would
Yeah,
never
man.
expect. Like she's
Yeah.
some
You would
OD
never
put
expect
together,
it.
nice outfits, hair done
Yup,
well,
yup,
toes and nails
yup.
done
Yeah,
well.
yeah, yeah.
But
Soon as
she's
this
mad
bitch
clean,
get
and then
naked,
all of a sudden
that's
she
like
put
a
her fucking
fucking
panties down.
Nuclear
It's like,
bomb just
what?
went off in the room.
Holy shit, yo. Felt like mad fish taco.
Fucking birds start flying south for the winter and shit. Oh my god, bitch, close your legs.
Birds fly south.
Wait, what? Wait. What?
This bitch open her legs and birds start flying south.
Oh my god, man. Yo, you could go camping and use that shit as bear repellent and just
Fuck
fucking
you.
open your legs, bitch. I don't want no
Bear
bears
repellent,
attacking
what
the
if they
camp.
come for you?
Penguins
they
start covering
fish?
their
In
eyes.
facts, though, it smell like salmon in here. Yo, what up? The bear's gonna pull up like, yo, what up?
You
Smell
know
like
this
salmon.
bitch pussy stink if polar bears pulling up. Pulling up for this bitch got a polar bear train going on in her room.
Yo, stop. Oh my god.
Oh man.
Bestiality shit.
Here at the
going
Gin and
on.
Juice podcast, we try to keep it real, folks.
Oh man.
Stank ass pussy bitches.
Oh damn, man. Any last thoughts, guys?
Let's end it on a positive note.
So we're not gonna end it on fish tacos. All right, man. What's up? Hit me with the positive vibes, man. Hit me with the positive vibes, man.
I would say, ultimately, don't let this discourage you. I know it's probably hard to say after we just started talking about all the crazy shit we was talking about, but
Yeah.
if you think about it, man, like we said, like it's supplemental. It can work. You don't have to have a crazy profile, but if it's social, and also just keep shit simple too. Try to sometimes less is more. Like keep things real logistical. Like back in the day, I used to try to be really witty online, and sometimes it would just be too much, or it's like just typing too much. Type one message, get the fuck off the computer. Go do something else. If she responds, respond the next day. You're a busy fucking person. You know what I mean? Keep things slow and get her on the phone.
Get her on the phone.
Get her on the
Can't
phone,
stress
man.
that enough. Get her on the phone, FaceTime something. Just put it in the preface of like, yo, I want you to see how cute I am or some shit. Just frame it in
there
a
you
way,
go, man.
any way you could frame it where she'll get
webcam
on the
is
phone.
cool. I've actually had a lot of chicks try to webcam me when
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I'd rather just get on the phone. Like I'm too lazy to make myself look cool right now. Like,
Make
But
yourself
you know,
look
I'm just
cool.
like I'm giving them the option because a lot of
No,
like
no,
people
no,
be
I'm saying it is
FaceTiming
cool.
nowadays, so
Yeah.
you know, giving them that option.
but if you're a lazy motherfucker like me, you could be like, hey, why don't you just webcam me and I'll talk to you on the phone. And then when I say funny shit, I can just look at you laugh. And you can show me your titties. Well, anyways, last thing. First date, coffee date, man. Make it real simple, low investment, and preferably around you if you can make it so, because nobody trying to get stood up out here by some internet bitch.
Or at least halfway. If
Yeah.
you tell you to pick her up and you got a
Definitely.
car, just fuck it, just pick her up. But
Yeah, for sure. Like I live in the BX, so a lot of times you talk to bitches from other places in New York City. Most of the time I'll be like, all right, let's meet in Manhattan. Then that's like a middle ground. You in Brooklyn or some shit, I'm in the BX or whatever the case is. But yeah, thoughts, folks.
no,
Pretty much about
pretty
it.
much sums it up, man.
So for all you stank
Yeah.
pussy bitches, I just want to recommend. I hear vinegar and lemon juice works.
Yo, man.
What?
Nah, I
Yo,
don't know,
stop
man.
douching your pussies. That's
Oh,
a
that's-
PSA. Gin
that's-
and Juice podcast PSA.
You're
Stop
doing
douching your
more
pussy
harm to your
because
pussy.
it's actually
don't listen to
counterproductive.
these people. You need to douche your
No,
shit because some of you
you're actually-
bitches.
No.
Your vagina is a self-cleaning mechanism. It
Well,
cleans itself out.
At least
what
use
happens
something natural, though.
is that a guy's sperm is alkaline and a woman's
There
vagina.
they go blaming
Oh.
niggas
It's
again.
not.
All right,
It's-
that's it.
With
It's
the
over.
Discovery Channel fucking.
It's acidic. A female's
Until next
vagina is
time.
acidic. So one day,
Until next time.
I'm telling you
Yo,
the
Kat
science.
decided to be
Until
team woman
next
at the
time.
last
I'm
minute
just
of the
saying
podcast.
science. But shitty diets too, man. You can't be eating shitty.
All I heard was the reason
And all that
our
other-
pussy stinks is because you nutted in us. Oh,
No,
no, we're not about to play
listen,
this game.
That doesn't. It doesn't happen with everyone.
Oh man, yo.
But you're
Thanks for
creating an
listening to the
alkaline
Gin and Juice
environment.
podcast.
Yeah,
guys.
just
Whatever. Bye, people.
So next time,
Peace.
peace.
Say peace, Kat. You see, she
I
mad
said
tight.
bye, people.
Salty women, man.
No, I already
Unprofessional.
said my goodbye.
Peace.
First.